winter. The warmest winter on record in Canada has spelled widespread issues for First Nations in northern Ontario connected to a network of winter roads built over frozen land, rivers, and lakes. Mackenzie says the short season means delayed projects, along with tougher access to groceries and health care for the Temagami First Nations, roughly 250 people. From the Canadian Press, I'm John Kennedy.
Sign up now for our morning and evening CTV News Ottawa newsletters. Check out the best local content from CTV News, CTV Morning Live, and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get it all in one place. Sign up now at ctvnewsottawa.ca. From the CTV Weather Center, well, it's a sunny day today with a high of +2. A few clouds tonight with a low of -10, feeling more like -14 with the wind chill overnight. And it does look like some spring weather is on the way. Tomorrow, mainly sunny with a high of +10. Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds, but temperatures will stay mild with the high expected to reach 11 degrees. That's the latest from the CTV Newsroom. I'm Marianne McClarty. News next at 10:30. Live local breaking news.
When you want it.
Anytime.
Anywhere.
Where?
Download the CTV News app now. This is News Talk 580 CFRA. Ottawa's home for live, local, breaking news.
Get ready for the city's premier kitchen party, the 28th edition of Evening in the Maritimes. Hi, I'm Graham Richardson from CTV Ottawa. Get a slice of East Coast life. Fabulous food, incredible entertainment, all while benefiting people living with disabilities and their families. It's a night to remember in support of Able To. Evening in the Maritimes fundraising gala, May 1st at the West in Ottawa. Proudly supported by CTV Ottawa and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get more information at able2.org.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral service. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling to help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
Get a TSN 3-month pass for $40 and go all in on March Madness, the Masters, and more. Also included TSN Plus. Subscribe now. Offer ends April 14th. Terms apply. Visit tsn.ca/subscribe.
Michael, what am I looking at?
That is a non-traditional diamond.
It is very unusual.
Do you like it?
I do. It's artistic.
And the artist was Mother Nature. Non-traditional diamonds are very rare. We also have natural diamonds that are flawless.
And what is this beautiful pink stone?
That's a pink diamond, Fiona.
And this yellow one? And this blue one? These are diamonds also?
Yes, those are created in a plasma chamber.
By carbon vapor deposition, no doubt.
What's that?
If you took a star from the sky and put it into a box,
Yes.
if exactly the right gases are present, a mist will form in the middle of the star.
Yes.
And if you're very lucky, that mist will fall in slow motion to the bottom of the star.
Yes.
And a diamond will be born.
How do you know these things? Fiona taught school in Scotland her entire life.
Count, I have not yet lived my entire life.
Ben, located in the Rideau Center. Mark, this is Big Event is on now until March 27th. Save up to 60% on a wide selection of styles perfect for spring, including silver jeans and clothing at 40% off. Mark, this is Big Event on now at Marks and Marks.com.
On the go, take News Talk 580 CFRA Ottawa with you. Download, listen, and learn through the iHeartRadio app. Now back to CFRA Live with Andrew Pinson.
Welcome back to 8 through 2. A couple of text words.
one on the issue of Russia and Ukraine, and we just talked about how, it's not exactly going to be stumping or taking the word of anything that Vladimir Putin says. I think that's pretty in terms of how that country is operated. I don't know if you saw last month its opposition leader died of sudden death syndrome. Anyway, Brooks says, do you remember the balanced approach of taking Hamas's word that Israel blew up a hospital and killed 500 in the process? That was some solid two-way journalism. I remember that was basically taking the word of a terrorist organization over a democratic country. Okay, sure. I think that we can all agree that covering wartime is particularly difficult. We've seen that throughout history, and this one, no different. But I also don't think that means, because using that logic, we should just listen to everything that Israel says, never question any of it. That's silly too, right? Back to a story we were talking about a little bit last hour that came out this morning, just Canadian press obtaining a newly released intelligence report that's saying that violent extremism landscape in our country has seen the proliferation, what they're saying, of conspiracy theories, growing lack of trust in the integrity of the state, and more political polarization. Got a couple of texts on that. One Market Center Jam is a particular word in this that I like. Well, it says, as governments at all levels give themselves and use more and more powers that target those that didn't elect them, blowback is inevitable. I totally disagree with violent and disruptive demonstrations. We used to be a more civilized society. Civilized is the word. I really like that word. We also had to be better run and had a lot less banning going in. I do not have a problem with any words as long as the hint of violence is not present. There are real threats. We have laws to address that. It's also time to get control of our elected. Our cities are failing. Healthcare a mess. Our military a disgrace, and on, while those we elected to take care of this spend their time banning bags, straws, cars, etc. The next election can't jump fast enough. I think there's, Mark, there's a lot of your opinion in there, which is very welcome. In a sense, I think just in general, that broader, more civilized kind of society, I think that kind of hits it on the head a little bit in terms of just used to be a little bit more civilized. I understand social media has given, everybody a voice and has been instrumental in connecting people as well. But I think it's also given people this false sense that their opinion is the only one that matters. Maybe it's a little bit of a narcissistic view as we have this channel for ourselves now. But it seems like now the goal is to be the loudest and then you'll be heard. Not necessarily good public policy. Your thoughts, folks. 580. Tweet us at CFRA Ottawa. Canadian Press obtaining this report prepared by a federal task force that aims to safeguard elections through the Access to Information Act. It warns that baseless theories, disinformation, and misinformation have spread to larger audiences, exposing online users to a vast network of narratives that undermine science, systems of government, and traditional authority. I guess you can kind of throw into this conversation too, if you, I know current journalist, I should say, but former global newsman, Kevin Newman, running a story in the Toronto Star this week about cuts in journalism and the industry in general, and how it could not come at a worse time in terms of the threats of misinformation and different things out there. So a great column if you want to read that. Kevin Newman in the Toronto Star this week just talking about how good information is needed more than ever right now, and the cuts that we have seen recently, but also over the course of the past couple of decades, right? We've seen, I don't know if it's the same in every community, but the small town I grew up in, we just had 3 papers for a town of 2,000. Now they're down to 1. It's mostly, flyers, but they're not covering municipal council, county council. They're not covering the stuff that people need to know about. So it feels like with that lack of information and good information, Facebook, X, Twitter, have kind of taken that vacuum and run with it, and it's a not great place to be when we all can't agree on one set of facts. I think everybody can agree that everybody has an opinion, and everybody is entitled to that opinion, but nobody's entitled to the facts. Kind of reflecting on a different age, I guess, especially kind of poignant given the passing of Brian Mulroney. I think it kind of puts a different political time contrast right against the time that we are in right now. That's my rant. random thoughts about Chris Tech's topic of politicians and loud towards him reminds me of the 70s song, "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised." Great song. Poetry going to break. I don't know if it's in our rotator, but we'll look for that. But talk about a time of social revolution, right? In terms of the 60s and 70s. There was, violence involved in that. More, I would say, if we're looking at North America, more from the States than from people on the ground. I just wonder what the issues are. There was issues in the 60s and 70s to rally around, right? Civil rights, human rights, overarching views of the state having too much authority, free speech. I don't know exactly what the issues we're all going to rally around now. We talk a lot about the issues that divide us, but I just don't know what's going to bring us together. These are my musings for a Sunday morning. As I said, your thoughts welcome. 580, tweet us at CFRA Ottawa. It is 10:15. We're going up to a high of 2 degrees today.